Okay, should be good. Just make sure everything's rocking and rolling. Should be good. And we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are out there in TV land. Welcome to another RSG lunch stream on this hump day. It's Wednesday. It is time to do another lunch stream. We've got our big show coming up tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. Hope you guys are ready for the longest running live stream in the Star Wars Galaxy Heroes community. Glad to have you guys here. Welcome to the lunch stream, the show where we do all kinds of ridiculous stuff just to bring you something fun to listen to during the workday. Glad to have you out there. Skewers out there in TV land. Let me know you're alive by saying hello up there in chat. I'm going to go through here in a minute or two and see who's all out there and read your comments and introduce everybody. But glad to have you guys here. A couple of housekeeping things that we got to do. Make sure you give us a thumbs up on the video. It really does help with monetization. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, because we do a lot of live streams, and if you want to know when we're doing our live streams, again, helps with the monetization and also lets you know when we're doing live streams. We've been doing a lot of streams lately of different games. Got more of that stuff coming up for you guys. So yeah, subscribe. Make sure you do the same thing on Twitch. Follow us on Twitch. Subscribe on Twitch. They've been doing a lot of Magic the Gathering, some other stuff over there. And then Patreon stuff we'll talk about after we do our roster review. We do a roster review today, so we're going to do a roster review like we do every day, an in-depth roster review. We're going to do mod depression with Ranger, where I just suffer through depression trying to do mods, and then we're going to answer your questions. So if you've got questions, please feel free to put those in chat. Make sure you put question for your statement. That's the only way I can scoop those up. So if you want me to get your question, make sure you put question for your statement. Get your questions in now. Let's get those in, and we'll start from there. Last but not least, if you would like to support the channel as well, you've got with donations and stuff, a couple ways. We've got Vader's Cup of Plenty in the middle of the screen, and if you donate anything, a super chat or Twitch, stuff falls from the skies. It fills Vader's Cup of Plenty, and after a certain point, it explodes all over the screen for you guys, and that's what it's all about. So if you donate $20.01 or more, you get the Pickle Extravaganza, where the pickle shows up on the screen, and then I whip out my pickle and start playing with it, and then there you go. So if you would like the pickle fun, that's what you have to do. So there, I think that's all the housekeeping stuff. Yes, good. Okie dokie. All right, let's introduce the panel of numbnuts that are going to be with me today. We've got Grim the Mechanic.
Sabi.
We've got from Her Royal Majesty's Gaming Service, Michael W. Huntington III.
Very soggy good afternoon
from
Angleterre.
Okay. And then last but not least, the father of my apprentice, who will one day no longer be with us because of the dark side of his son, Stoner Jedi, Zalo Takedown from Takedown Games.
Hey, what's up, Skewers? Happy Hump Day.
Hump Day!
Mike.
Guess what day it is? So, yes, it is Hump Day. It's Wednesday. We're halfway through the work week, so we're going to bring you something fun to listen to and have fun. That's what we're here to do, guys. We're here to have fun, shoot the shit, all that other good stuff. So let's get into it. What's that?
Grande Virga. Mike Hunt is moist.
He is a little bit, yeah.
Not just moist, mate. Dripping.
Dripping. He's dripping. Wet. Yeah, he's a little soggy. All right, let's see who's out there in TV land. Say hello to everybody. So we'll get your name shout out here. We got our good friend Utah. He says, greetings, awesome people. Greetings to you, awesome person. We got Matt Bailey with his normal greetings. He says, gracious good morning, gentlemen. And to you, my friend. Let's see here. Old Jazz is here. He says, hey guys, hope everyone's having a good day. Thank you, Old Jazz. I think everybody is, hopefully. Who ×3 says, Marnin. Marnin, back to you, buddy. Robert Alvarez says, we on today? You damn right we're on today. Spider with the camels and the emotes for the hump day. Dr. Feelgood's here. He's the one that makes you feel all right. He says hello to everyone. Strum says, so with you, Strum. CBO 97 says, good morning. What day is it? Hump day. Daniel McCracken. Tracking like Daniel McCracken. It says, hello, excited for today. I bet you are. We're doing his roster review today, so very exciting times. Torn Jack says, good afternoon. Dr. Gonzo H with the wave. Wargle128 says, holy crap, I caught a morning stream. Well, welcome to the world of the living, Wargle. Grande Verga says, hello out there in chat. Glad to have you here, Grande. Chewy says, RSG, RSG, RSG. Thank you, Chewy. Yuta says, here's my comment for Ranger to read my comment. Well, thank you very much, Yuta. Nick Merck says, hello out there in chat. Hey, Nick. Darth Vader 87's here, and he says, hello. Dommy P says, no more depression. No, I'm sorry, Dommy P. That's just not that. Yeah, it's going to happen. Darth Unlucky says, I'm late. What did I miss? You haven't missed anything. You're right on time. He arrives precisely when he means to. Skywalker Vader's here, our brother from another mother up there in Canada, up north there, the frozen tundra, eh? Drinking that beer and maple syrup, eh? My favorite person in the world, Rose Taco, is here. He says, may the depression be with you, and also with you as well, my friend. Shadowville here, my H-Town brother, says, hey, 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 Shadow, hey. Ouchie Dumplings here. She says, hola, luncher. Hi, Ouchie. Hey, girl. Lord Megatron with the Decepticons is here with the devil sign. Yuta's all excited because Algie's here. And Chewy says, I pictured it being screamed like the crowd in the Colosseum of Rome. LOL. RSG. 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 Okay, there we go. Danila Papaya says, hey, hey, hey. Glad to have you here, my friend. DP in the hizzy. So I think that's all the names. If I missed one, let me know. I'll look as we go along, and we will do that. Okay, Ouchie, calm down. You're gonna get Yuta all excited. All right, Ouchie. You know, with great power comes great responsibility. You can't be used to just flinging your power all around there. So the men all worked up. All right, so I think that's everything. Okay, that's enough, Ouchie. You're gonna make Yuta's head explode. Oh Lord. All right, so we are here to rock and roll, kick ass, and take names. It's now time for Ranger to suffer through mod depression. So let's just get this over with because I don't. Words are hard right now. All right, we're gonna go in here, and I'm just gonna be slicing for a while. I've got a lot of mods. They're just sitting there. They're the green 4s that I need to get off the board. So we are going to do that. So let me do this. We'll filter like we always do, unassigned speed mods, and then we'll sort by speed. And let's see what I got to work on. Eventually, yes. Okay, let's go down here. We're just gonna start. Oh, we do have this green mod that I did yesterday. It's a speed of 7, and it's a green. So we're gonna go for the slice here, guys. All right, here we go. I'm going through our Savior Lord Revan, so hopefully that this works. All right, here we go. We're going to get the materials. All right, we've got the materials. We are now ready to do said slice. I'd like a nice hit on this, please. Just speed. I'm worried because there's defense on here, and every time there's defense, it never turns out. It never bodes well when there's defense on a mod. When I'm trying to slice speed, it always hits speed or it always hits defense. So, but
the depression is unavoidable, Ranger.
All right, let's give this a shot so we can get this over with. We can get into our roster view. So be the mod, slice, don't hit defense, please God, Jesus, hit speed, please God, hit it hit speed. Holy crap, we hit speed. Oh my dear Lord. We will come back to that because I have to go do the event. So we'll get another roll on this. So that could be great. So, all right. Oh, wait, YouTube's being a little stupid. Hold on, everybody. YouTube's being a little stupid. What the hell's going on? What's happening?
That is kind of funny. Oh, you rolled a speed mod. Time to take him down.
I know, right?
Get him!
The damn conspiracy. Why is this being dumb? Let me see here, because I'm watching YouTube, and it's being a little poopy. It's not us. It's not us. All right, let's just get into our roster view. So we've got hope. We've got hope. We've got hope here. So we'll try that. All right, let's get the roster view up, and let's pull that. Oh, Urban's messaging me. Ooh.
Ooh, Urban is. I'll have to get his ass in here.
He's at work.
Oh.
I'm trying to set some other stuff up with Urban for you guys. All right, we got a roster review up, and we are doing. Surprisingly, we are doing Daniel McCracken's. Hey, did I put the right one up here?
Yeah, this is the correct one.
Oh, it is. Okay. Hadriel Jetberg's profile, which is Daniel McCracken in EMP Order 66. And pretty solid. He's 1.7 million. Looking good on all fronts there.
0.7 Revan. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Pretty solid. He already has Darth Revan and stuff. So let's see what old Daniel McCracken wants. He says, 11th on free to play with GAC is my favorite game mode. All right. Looking to plus up on squads, says I need 5 defensive squad this previous GAC. Kurt Farms are signed Nihilist, GBA, and stun guns. Stun guns. A couple of general roster specific questions, then go over to you where I should focus. Zeta Priority over after Malik, 3 save total. GBA Nest, CLS Rebels, or Boss second. Gear and Priority after Malik and Geos. Okay, and then looking forward to your thoughts. Thanks, RSG, and my fellow Dark Lords. All right, so let's kind of look at where you're at, just overall, general, your characters here, and let's see what we got.
He's got Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Revan.
Yeah.
Those are 2 amazing teams.
So let's make sure first of all, let's see he's good for Revan. He is very, very good for Revan, so there's no problem there. So you're talking about GAC and another team. You might as well gear up Juhani to like 10, 11, because then you can run the full Old Republic team on defense. You might as well finish her up. That's the first thing. If you're looking for another team for GAC, that 5-man team will go a long way, especially at your GP level. So that's the first thing. Let's check out where you are at. We know you're running Sith Empire. Let's just look at them real quick. They're solid. They're ready to go. So we know Malik's coming. You're going to get him. We know your Jedi Knight Revan team's good. Let's kind of go through your teams and look at where we're at. Well, first of all, let's look at some of the big pillars. That's the first thing I'm going to count this. It says 1.7. We're thinking pillars, right? We got to get pillars. GR's not even close.
Star Treya, that's impressive.
Yeah, I haven't got the Sith yet. Let's look. Sith look really solid. I would say continue farming Scion and Nihilus. Trey you'll get from the raid. Yeah, having the Sith Triumpher is going to help you out tremendously.
Until he can get Scion and Nihilus geared up, he could run EP, Vader, Thrawn, Treya, and TIE Fighter pilot as
possibly, but we gotta
7. Somebody will see that, attempt it, and go, "Oh my god, I just got my butt kicked."
It's a possibility. Let's get the Sith Triumpher to stand on their own. So continue farming those 2 characters, and if you want to gear them up as well, I think gear up your Juhani to round out your Old Republic team. So that'll give you 2 solid teams that stand on their own.
And Nihilus are a couple days away from 6-star.
That's fine. Still keep working on those farms. So Juhani gear, and then get her to 11 so you can run the Old Republic team, and let's round out the Sith Triumvirate with gear. I know they're not full stars, but even at like 6 stars, gear 11, those 3, especially since you have the Zetas, pretty nasty. Because you can go in there with those 3 and clear out a Night Sister team. They're just that they can do that to a lot of teams. They're that nasty. How we look on resistance? No JTR, haven't even touched it. Okay.
I wish my roster would have looked like this when it was 1.7.
Well, you suck. So okay.
Also, Darth Revan and Jedi Knight Revan weren't out when I said 1.7.
Eventually, we could go work on your Rebels just gear wise, but we're not going to do that yet because So we've got to do Juhani, Nihilus, Scion. We don't have GR. I would say we're going to need gear for Malik, but we don't know when that's coming back. I'd say you could work on possibly your Rebels next. I want to see your other teams. Night Sisters, not even touched. All right. Scoundrels, how are we looking there? All right, we're working on Starry Nest. That's fine. That's your fleet one you're doing. That's totally cool. So let's get our nest up. If you're going to do anything, you can get your nest up and put the Zeta on her. That's fine. So, yeah, I think actually looking at your team, where we're at right now, we've got Bounty Hunters too. Let's go look at those, you said. If you want to put the Zeta on boss, you said you had another Zeta just to finish it and round out the Bounty Hunter team, that's fine. Jango Fett needs gear. So we've got Jango Fett, Juhani, Scion, and Nihilus that need gear along with Treya. And then you're farming Nests. We're going to farm Scion, Nihilus. And then you can also start rounding up your Rebels. And I think that's going to help you out tremendously. We're not even close to sniffing JTR. We're not even close to sniffing anything else right now. So I think that'll be your best bet. Look at your Separatists.
Stockpiled enough gear to get Malik to 11. Then either take all Geos to 10, Triumvirate to 10, or CLS/R2 to 11.
Triumvirate or CLS? I'd say probably finish your CLS since they're 7 stars, and round them up, and then continue the farm on the Sith, and then round them up. Then, and then your Geos have some more farming to do. Keep farming Geonosian Brood Alpha as your Cantina. Poggle, I think, is the store. I mean, soldiers, I think GW. I mean, so you can farm the Geos pretty quickly. Because eventually we'll want to get this team rounded up so we can go get your Padme team, and you'll need it for GOTB, so I'm fine with you farming these characters as well. So we've got it pretty much laid out. Nest, we've got Scion, Nihilus, the Geos. I think that's a pretty solid way to go. So that's going to get you, with Juhani, that'll round out your Old Republic. If we can get the gear on your Rebels, that'll round out your Rebels. If we can gear and finish this stars in your Sith, that'll be your Sith, and then your Geos. I think is going to be your best course of action here. And once you get Malik, then I'd save your gear for Malik though. For now, let's get Malik ready to go, so you can get the 2 Zetas on him and stuff. But if I'm putting another Zeta on, I'd round out your Bounty Hunter team, get your Jango to 11, because that's going to help you out tremendously with that team, especially if you get the second Zeta on boss. It's going to make it really hard for people to beat that team once you get the right kind of speed mods on them and stuff. The best set for boss is the Tenacity speed set, so you've watched enough of our stuff, Daniel McCracken, so yeah. But let's stay a little bit hyper-focused. So we know the farms is Nest, Scion, Nihilus, Geos. Gear-wise, we could probably take Juhani to 11, round out your Old Republic team. That gives you another team for defense. If you want to work on Jango, that's fine too. Get him to 11 so you can use him for the boss team. You have an extra Zeta. If you want to put it on Bosk, I'm fine with that. Then the other farms that you're going to do, besides the Triumvirate and Nest, is going to be your Geos. And that's all you need to focus in on right now. If you want to gear up your Rebels first, that's fine, because they are 7-starred. You've got the Zetas on them. That's totally cool too. But don't worry about Night Sisters. Don't worry about JTR. Don't worry about anything else. We'll go back in and get those done, because I want you to be able to have the Old Republic, Jedi Knight Revan, Darth Revan, Rebels, Sith Triumvirate to stand alone, and then your Palpatine team. We'll start working on other stuff afterwards. So, I mean, we know you've got Phoenix because you've got a lot of the stuff done there. So it's a weaker team, but we can do something with it for now. I think if you get these teams done, it's going to have you a lot of teams that you can use on, because you could just put your Darth Revan team down, especially once you get Malik, and then keep everything else for offense. Put Scrub down, put the Old Republic down on the bottom, put your Darth Revan up top, and then go keep the rest for offense, and you can go clear somebody. So I think that's your best course of action until we get more teams rounded out. But if we can get you before 2 million to have Old Republic squared away, Darth Revan with Malik squared away, your Geos, and your rebels squared away, that's going to put you in a pretty damn good spot. Along with Nest too, yeah. Bounty hunters, same thing. So, that's why I'm telling you to do Django. That's why I'm telling you to do Juhani. Round out the teams, have them squared away, so that you can go in there and just kick. Put those on defense and not worry about it. Especially if you can go Bounty Hunters, Old Republic on defense and keep your Revens. You can put Bounty Hunters in one, Old Republic in another. Put your Darth Revan up top. Then keep Jedi Knight Revan, Rebels, Sith Triumvirate, Palpatine team. That gives you 14s for offense. You could put Phoenix on defense in the back behind your Darth Revan and not even worry about it because they're probably not going to get past your Darth Revan. So that's why. And then Geos you can have for offense like a Night Sister team or something you may run across. So yeah. So you could go, once we get all this rounded up, Bounty Hunters, Old Republic, Darth Revan, put a Phoenix down, and then that still leaves you all those teams for offense. I think you'll be all right. So let's focus on that. So we've got your plan, of course, the farms, gearing, things of that nature. Anything else, we don't care about at the moment. And you're doing a good job in Arena and Fleet that you're getting the crystals, so this will go by quick for you. All right, let's look at your mods. So how we're doing on mods. Let's see.
Ooh, nice.
Gigi's being a little poopy. All right, there's some really nice mods here, and I like who they're on. They're on your right. Yeah, they're on the right characters. So I have no problem with this. I love this. Bosk, Basilisk, Darth Revan. Very, very nice. Very nice. We do have some mods we need to slice that are purple 14s that could go to 20. One on Treya. So the first thing I want you to do is on your GG page here. Oh, yeah, we got some mods that we need to slice. I want these purple mods sliced. So let's start farming speed mods. We still need more. You've got a good set going here. Really good set for your level. Really nice. I like it. And then let's also get these other mods sliced. So first round of the day, if you just want to farm mods, you just look for anything 4 or 5 speed on the gray or green. Anything else is kind of bleh. And then let's get those other mods that I just pointed out sliced. Before we go cray with let's get these other mods sliced and see what you hit. Because if this one on Tarkin and Han Solo and Treya hits, I mean, good lord, you could have 3 more 20 speeds right there. There's one on Vader. And then you got some on that are 11, but if they do hit, they could still be pretty damn good. 15 to 18 on the speed. On the speed, still pretty damn solid. So, yeah, there's some mods here we can slice. You got some blue ones here that are 9 that could go for 20. So let's do some slicing, man. Let's get these mods sliced before we do anything, and then after that we'll go back in and we'll. Your first spend the next week just getting the slicing materials and slicing. Sitting on 1816 mats. Well, I'm not too worried about your 6E. We're not quite there to start doing a ton of 6E other than your arena team, Daniel McCracken. I'm talking about these purples and blues. So for your build materials, I want you to get the materials and slice these mods. And then we can go back and look at what you have. And then most likely it's going to be speed mod sets, but it could be some other things like crit chance. I'm not seeing a ton of crit chance anywhere up here. I'm not seeing a ton of offense in here as well. Tenacity and some other stuff is there in defense and health, but we may go back in and do some of those mods as well. But we need to know until we slice all these mods to where we're at before we go make a, where we need to go to next. So for you, Daniel, I would say we definitely need to get these mods sliced. There's too many good mods there that could hit to 20. That have the potential to hit to 20. Even if they don't, let's say they hit 3, it's still 17 speed mod. You remember, as we filter down, some of these other characters like Stark and Bosk and all these other characters that are not your arena team still need really good, decent primaries on their secondaries. So if you can have 15 to 17 speed on Bosk, you're going to be in a really good spot, especially when you have a Jenga lead. Same thing when you eventually work on your Night Sisters and Stark. Some of them need speed. So yeah, I think that's the way you need to go. So let's get those sliced. I think the path that you're on, farming GBA is fine, farming Nest is fine. Scion, Nihilus. Those are all great farms. Let's work on the Geos. And then your gearing, let's get Juhani and Django squared away. So those two teams are perfectly squared away. Get them to 11. We can go back in and do the gear on your Rebels and then go do your Sith. You still got some stars and stuff to work on your Sith. And I think that's the perfect way to go for you. So yeah, I think you're in a good spot, man. This is a really good roster for almost 8 million. Yeah. This is damn good. And once you get Malik, you're really going to be a beast because you could put, you were talking about GAC, Darth Revan, Bounty Hunters, Old Republic on defense. Put 2 scrub teams on like your Phoenix and another team that doesn't really matter, and then you've got Jedi Knight Revan, your Rebels, Sith Triumvirate, Emperor Palpatine. I mean, good lord, dude, you're going to be kicking the crap out of folks. They're not going to really be able to do much against you. They're not going to be able to take banish from you, and you're going to be able to go in there and clear them, especially with those 5 teams for offense. So let's get those squared away, round those teams out. Once you get the Geos done, that'll be to get your Padme. We'll start working on other farms, especially when you get Nest done, like JTR, the Night Sisters. Right, we'll work on Resistance and Night Sisters after that because I think those 2 teams are the 2 teams that you need to work on next. When Padme comes around, we'll work on Padme. So if we can get those 3 teams before you get to 2.5, that's really going to help you out tremendously. Nathaniel Morgan, I know good things happen, but Nathaniel Morgan, I get so sick of arguing with you. I know that, brother, but I don't need those kind of mods. I got a buttload of those mods, Nathaniel Morgan. I need speed sets. Damn, man. Nathaniel Morgan. God Lord. I have plenty of offensive crit chance and other stuff that's got those kind of speeds. I need speed sets, man. I need a diamond. I need a cross and a triangle. My shard's a day 1 shard. If I don't have that, it makes my life miserable. Now, I'm not doing it, Nathaniel Morgan, because I like doing it. I'm doing it because I have to do it. It sucks. Trust me, if I could go farm other crap, I would. But I really need a couple of those speeds mods to hit. Specifically, remember, I'm hyper-focused. I definitely need a cross and triangle and another square. The other ones I got plenty of, so I can do some stuff.
Wish working with mods wasn't so damn boring, man.
It sucks, man. I mean, I hate the fact that I have to focus on speed mods because I do need certain things for my arena team and then to filter down a little bit. I'd like to do some other stuff, but I don't really need other mod sets. I've got plenty of those other kinds of mods. It's just it's what the game makes you do. I can't stand it.
I mean, like last
night. This run patty, you can be slower. I may do that. Actually, I was thinking about the thing Morgan. I've got it around like 270 speed. I don't have any of the Gear 12 pluses on because that would push around 290. I was thinking about the Nathaniel Morgan actually going slow on Padme. I mean, I've been using her for Geos and other things, so that's just something I may look at to get around 220 and stuff. So, but yeah, I've got really good mods that I just need some speed. But I digress. So I think you're in a great spot, Daniel McCracken. I love what you're doing here. Let's get these mods sliced. Let's get those characters farmed. I think you're on the right path. I don't think there's anything else. You're doing great in both arenas. Anything else anybody's singing on this? I think we got a good plan for them.
Yeah.
Great job on your fleet. Yeah, this is really good.
See, when you take care of your roster, it makes our job a whole lot easier.
Yeah. This is a damn good account. Good job, Daniel McCracken. So stick with the plan, and you're really going to be good to go, my friend. So it's a good job. Let's get those mod slides. I'm interested to see what those slides do, because if you get some more 20 speeds on those 14 purples, brother, you're in business, man. You are definitely in the business. So, all right. That's your. If you have any questions, Daniel, let me know. Daniel says, been following you guys since day one. Hell yeah, brother. We know. That's why we love you, man. And if you have any questions, Daniel, moving forward on anything that we discussed, or if you have any questions about what you should be doing past this point, let me know. We'll get you squared away. You know that. but yeah, stay focused, and if you have anything come up, just let me know, and we'll get you squared away. Especially if you roll some mods and you're not sure where you want to put them, things of that nature. That's what we're here for. We do that for anybody that has a roster review, but we do that for anybody in general. I always tell people that if you have questions, hit me up in Discord, man. I have people do it all the time. When I wake up in the morning, I've got like a ton of people asking me questions and, hey, look at this, what do you think of this? And I don't mind doing it, guys. It may take me a few minutes, a little time to get back and respond to you, but I will respond to you guys because this is what we do here at RSG. Even when we're doing mini roster reviews, yes, I do it for donations. We got to pay the bills. But
how many of those questions are about the Eternal Twins?
Grim,
I'm just curious.
Do you like being on this show, Grim?
Oh, I might be in dangerous territory. I was going to ask how many times do you get in the morning, dude? Where's my car?
Okay, you guys are oh Lord. But anyway, if you guys have questions, even when we're doing mini roster reviews, some people I know they're free to play. They don't pay for this. And it's okay. We're still gonna help you. We work for donations and things of that nature, but it's about helping the community, and this is why we do the roster reviews for lunch. Speaking of which, if you would like a roster review like we just did for a good friend Daniel McCracken, shout out to his guild again. Let me pull it up. Imp Order 66. All you need to do is send your GG page to Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman, the Troll Extraordinaire. He is Finity in the Discord, Finity, and send him your GG link with a little bit about what you want us to look at, things that you're having questions, things of that nature. Give him a day or two to respond. He'll respond eventually. He'll add you to the queue. Then when it's a 3 to 4 week wait, when your time comes around, then he'll get with you again, set a date and time, and then we'll be good to go. If you want to join us on the Zoom call, you can. But you'll know what day it is, so you can watch it live, or you can join us in the Zoom call while we do it. You can ask questions. That's what we do here. Now, if you would like your roster bumped up to the front to be done sooner rather than later, first of all, if you are a Patreon of $10 or more, you can just let Finn know, like, hey, I've got a roster review in the queue. I'd like to bump it up front. He'll move it up front, set a date and time with you. If you're not, and you would love an in-depth roster review, and you're not a Patreon, and you become a $10 Patreon and then add your roster review to the queue, let Finn know when you send that GG page to him that, hey, I just became a $10 Patreon. I would like this up front. Make sure you put that in your statement so that Finn knows that you are a $10 Patreon. We don't know unless you tell us, right? We keep track, but a lot of times the names of Patreon don't match up with the names of Discord, or don't even match with the names in GG. So you've got to help us a little bit with that. So if you become a $10 Patreon for that sole purpose of getting the in-depth roster review for the lunch stream, let Finn know when you send him that message. The other benefit you get a lot of benefits for being a Patreon. We do mini roster reviews. I'll be doing them tomorrow as a Patreon. Anytime I'm doing mini roster reviews, we got, there's real-time stuff happening in the game, questions, people have roster stuff. You can just pop in and say, I'm a Patreon, here's my alley code, I have this question, can you look at this? And I will do it. No, anytime for the rest of the time you're with us, as long as you're Patreon, I will always do that for you. If you have questions, I haven't got there yet, Graham. God damn it, it wasn't time for the transition. But yeah, that's one of the other benefits of being a Patreon. And then the other things, we do workshops. You guys get early access to stuff. We do fun stuff like Tits Roster Review for our Patreon sponsors. You can check out the Patreon page, and you can check all that out. So think about coming to Patreon. It's really awesome. Now, Grim, you may do the transition.
Well, Ranger, what if I really only need help with my mods?
Well, it's not
I do what I'm doing, and I could really use some help.
Well, we've got Ranger J 1999 modding services, and basically what it is, I will remod your account for you. I'll get your mod squared away. I just did one for BCM live on the air last Thursday. You guys can go back and watch that and see that it's about cleaning up all the mods, getting your mods organized, and then remodding your roster to make sure that your roster is as efficient as possible. I charge $15 for every 500k total GP, or $30 for every million GP. It's actually pretty cheap compared to what's going on out there. I work on the cheap because I want to help you guys, but I still have to get paid for my time. And I also offer the benefit, if you want to be on the call with me on Zoom or Skype while I'm doing it, so you can ask questions and see what I'm doing so you can learn, you're more than welcome to do that. So I do have people that are interested. I am setting up dates and doing appointments already, so if you would like one, get your name in sooner rather than later. I'll work with you on the price. It's not that big a deal. and we'll get you squared away. And then I know you guys are still trying to take up a collection for Remon. I am not going below 175, guys, on that. That is a monster task you guys want me to do, but I am going to get paid for that. That is going to take me... I re-looked at it again. That's going to take me 8 hours to do that. That's going to be a crazy long... But I will live stream it. So if you guys pony up and come up with the money, I know Rooster was kind of leading the way on that, but... yeah, 175 minimum.
I can see.
I prefer. I mean, I would normally charge something like that $200 because that isn't. Oh boy. Ugh.
I can see now, Ranger. They give you the $175, and you're like, "Oh, okay, let's get into this roster." 6 months later, finally, I'm done.
Oh, I don't know, Jason. If anyone asked Remon to pay, I told him that I would do it, and I gave him the price. So if Remon wants me to do it, that's fine. But I'm not doing it for free. I refuse. That is a. That is, someone else wants to do it, they're more than welcome. But if you guys want me to do that, I mean, I'm just saying, that's some of the stuff that's been pushed out there. And people ask, well, if we put the money together, will you do it? Yeah. So someone asked me that. Yeah, 200 is a low ball for the class. Nothing working. But someone's like, can you go lower than that? I'm like, the lowest I'll go is 175. You know, that's on the cheap for an account that is that high in GP with that many mods and rosters, because it's going to be an undertaking. So yeah, $200 is low ball, but I like to get to 200, but yeah, I'm not doing it for anything less than that. So there you go, Ranger Day 1999 modding services. You guys wanted it. I've started doing it. I've already done a lot of accounts. People are very happy with what I've done. They are satisfied. BCM, all the other guys that I've done. So, and I've got more coming up. So if you want it, let me know, because I have to schedule a date and time. I usually try to do it at night. Most people work during the day, so I usually schedule it at night. Or I'll schedule whenever you want, but let me know ahead of time so I can schedule it, because I've got other people I'm trying to get done as well. So let me know. All right, enough of that nonsense. Let's get back into the game. Let me pull up. It's question time. Time to answer the question time. Let me do this. Get your questions in, guys. Let me get an event going here. Let's see. What do we got today? We got Smuggler's Run. I do need that. So let's do this. Pull this up.
More mods, Ranger.
I'm not doing more mods, you wanker.
You get mods as a reward.
Oh, that's right.
You do. You get 6 of them. More Pain. More by Calvin Klein.
Depression. Calvin Klein. All right, let's see here. Get your questions in. Let's start off with Wargle. Question: did Grim ever get a usable Thrawn, aka pass 5 stars?
Yes. I've been using 6-star for a while.
No, a long time. It's oh, Jesus.
That's got to make days 3 and 4 in GOTB problematic.
Not really.
Use executrix.
Yeah.
You don't need a high-star Thrawn to use.
Oh, you can still use a 7-star capital.
If the ship is 7-star,
Yeah, I have a 7-star.
Oh, that's weird. Okay. In that case, I stand corrected.
Yeah, that's science, baby.
Oh.
All right, old Joss. Question: I just started an alt account and was wondering what your guys' latest thoughts on early farms for scoundrels, bounty hunters. Working around Phoenix for starters, but I need to start getting ready for the heist. I'm totally cool with that. I think the pillar system is going to change a little bit, right? Because it's the Revens. Having scoundrels is good, because you need it for the credit heist, things of that nature. I mean, you do Phoenix because it gets you to those 3. Go ahead, Xylo.
The best one to farm early on for any player is Boba Fett. Boba Fett smokes credit heist, especially as the leader, and then he gets to take a couple turns, and he basically keeps your team alive as long as you have a tank like L3, or even Clone Wars Chewie is something you'll have early on. So I mean, as long as you got a tank and Boba Fett runs through credit heist.
And farming them, you've got some really nice shards to farm different bounty hunters. I mean, you can go straight in for Django as well. I mean, once you can do level 9. Was it the level 9 challenges or whatever battles? But once you're up there, I mean, it's just going to be like the candy shop. You are going to benefit from any hard node pretty much.
Yeah, you want them all. Yeah.
Good as well in chat. That Geos are really freaking good now since their rework that you can farm up. And that they have fleet ships as well, so that would, in a newer shard, having to go up against Geos without like a Falcon or Houndstooth.
So pillar system, right? We always say Phoenix, and I still stick to Phoenix, right? Because it unlocks 3 paths to 3 pillars, right? But past Phoenix, I mean, the way I'm kind of looking at it now is we want to work on Old Republic and Bounty Hunters, right? Because we want the Revens, and we want the scoundrels, but usually I go for Bounty Hunters to tell people to go for Bounty Hunters because you're going to need
you want like
Chewbacca.
Chewie and Milf too.
Yeah, so it makes sense to do those characters before anything else because you can always go back in and work on Empire and all that other stuff to get those characters, but they're not as important as getting the 2 Revens, getting your Bounty Hunters for credit heists, and it's a damn good team. I mean, that gives you 4 teams, 5 teams right there. But with the Phoenix, it gets you to Thrawn, it gets you to Palpatine, which is mainstays to where you don't have to go back and farm other rebels. You will eventually because you're going to get CLS and things of that nature. But if I was telling somebody to still do Phoenix, but then I would go into Old Republic, and then I would go into Bounty Hunters now before I would do anything else.
Well, and it's also easier to get the stars for Empire characters because there's a lot of Empire characters accessible in stores. So once you do the Phoenix crew, and like you said, you get Palpatine and Thrawn, from that point you already have 2 of the best Empire characters to get the R2-D2 event. You're already getting Raid Han from the pit raid from the guild, and then Chewbacca and the MILF falls into your lap at the same time as the CLS team, and then at that point, like CLS Empire, and like you said, KOTOR all the way. Like I would prioritize KOTOR over either CLS or EP 10 times over. Yeah. Even Thrawn 10 times over.
Yeah.
See, I don't know anyone else that's done this, but on my alt, I've stopped farming. I only need Canderous and Juhani to be Darth Revan ready, but I've parked it, and I'm focused on Geonosian Brood Alpha.
See, I wouldn't do that. I'd stick with what you got. Well, I mean,
I see what you're saying too, though, because it's a quick, accessible team, like Grim was mentioning earlier. It's just Geo Brood Alpha, like unlocking Brood Alpha and then having him at 4 stars, and then
you could do that.
Bugs are very accessible and very easy to gear.
Yeah. Yorkie's got a 4-star Zated Brood Alpha. So
so
I'm working on that and just going for the stars, get him at least up to 6 stars, so I can help out in the in territory battle. But yeah, I've kind of made that decision. It was like the farm for Canderous is going to be so long anyway. It's like, you know what? I'm just going to park it.
Yeah,
it's probably a bad move, but yeah.
I mean, like on my ult from the arena payout, I don't really get that much of a crystal payout because I'm taking that sacrifice to farm the Old Republic characters for now, and then hoarding other resources around that. But I mean, even still, I've been farming the KOTOR characters for, I would say, like 3 to 4 months on the alt account now, and I've already finished mission in T3, and now it's just getting Canderous, and he's halfway to 6 stars, so it does take a while. Yeah.
So a couple of things I did do focus wise on the alt. I do have a gear 12 left side plus a Sarge Ventress, and I've got a gear 11 Zated Newt. So a Sarge has got both her Zetas as well. Nice. And I Zated gear 11 Newt, and I have a 7-star Padme.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yorkie's been climbing some pretty big feats the last couple months for sure.
Yeah. So, and that's with a gear 7 or gear 8 Sunfac. I think I ran Sunfac Soldier, and my gear 10 Grievous to do it. But
see what I'm doing now?
I was just going to say, basically, Newt Lead and a Sarge, as long as those 2 are geared, you can pretty much do it. The others are just there to take the hits for a while, take the focus off of the 2 main characters, and That Zeta on Newt is awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And he's a
See-
separatist.
See, I'm like already ready for Jedi Knight Revan on the ult, and then like I'm tiptoeing towards Darth Revan now, and then I'm focusing the gear on them now while I can, and then my main focus after KOTOR and Malik and everything, I'm gonna go straight for Gear 13 Grievous on the ult, and he's not even a mil GP yet. So imagine facing somebody with that one Gear 13 Grievous, like they won't be able to stop that, let alone either Revan or Malik's.
All right, get your questions in, guys. I'm going to go for a slice on this for this mod here. So let's see if we can get another speed set.
Here, I predict depression.
He's a happy chappy, isn't he?
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. All right, here we go. We're gonna
Just like the meta report. Some things just never change.
Did someone doff urinating one's cornflakes this morning?
All right, here we go. This defense on here makes me nervous, but
It'll roll defense.
yeah, it's going to roll defense. But
There's no point in denying what it will roll.
yeah.
If it shows speed and defense is showing as a secondary in the store, I pass it now. It's like, nah, you're not catching me on that anymore.
Well, it's a 12 blue. I've got to roll
Jog
it.
on.
I've
Mr.
got to roll
Stoll.
this because it's got a potential here.
Oh,
If it hits
yeah, you
here,
do.
I mean,
12.
if it hits here 5 or 6, my God, dude, this model be just worth it just automatically. So
That's it. You'll need his cornflake bowl.
yeah, it's like, all right, here we go. We're going for it, guys. We're going for it. So here we go. Depression. I mean, it still has the potential to be a decent mod, but depression. Let's go check out these health mods we just got.
See, I don't know about you guys, but I love this event. I love this event because it's got some of my better 20s, and then I didn't get any 20s today, but I got 2 18s.
Yeah, I don't usually get good mods. All right, so we're gonna start with this first purple. It's a +4. Here we go. We're gonna upgrade this one. See what we get.
They've popped in. Hello, Governor. What did I miss?
Hit speed. Jesus.
You brought bad luck with mod slicing. That's what you. That's what you
Some
missed.
extra depression.
We got a 5 speed here.
Oh, that's a pretty lot.
Let's see what we get here.
6E.
All right, it's 11. Jesus Christ.
While we're tiptoeing too, I'm putting out a video here in a bit too on another Sith Raid team for Phase 3.
Nah, nobody cares. Depression.
Marauder.
Oh, Marauder, yeah. He hits hard.
Oh, didn't even hit speed. Well, that's great.
Just a little teaser too. It's like your Sith Empire team transitioning from Phase 3 to Phase 4. Like the damage output at the beginning of Phase 4 to like kind of complement your Night Sister team. A lot of damage.
Scorp 30 is asking a question.
Yeah.
It says, just got Canderous to Gear 13. Who should I go for next? And we've got a choice of 4. Asajj, Spirit, Padme, or Thrawn. All are one piece away.
Asajj.
Gosh, man. I would say Thrawn because I think you benefit from his speed more, and then you can make it better for your Darth Revan counters.
See, I've got to be honest. I've done Asajj.
Pretty nice.
Pretty
nice.
Yeah.
Is the damage output there? Like, are you noticing it for sure?
No, not really. I did.
It's more survivability than
Well,
damage.
that's good to know.
Yeah,
I've been thinking about it myself.
I mean, if I had to pick any Nights, we always say Daka first, but
See, I've done Daka.
Right.
The one I really want to do now is Zombie. get zombie
Yeah,
up.
that health pool, and then adding that extra
Yeah.
speed.
I think zombie and Towsing are kind of the other two. Daka, Zombie, Towsing seem to be the three that really do make a difference there. So,
Doesn't
it's
Towson
not-
get more potency from her finisher piece too?
yes, she
That's
does.
nasty. More
Oh yeah,
more
she's
damage.
nasty, man. I've been using her. Like I used her the other day in GOTB, and she was just like, she is nasty at gear 13. She's really something else. But of those four, I don't know. You can go Thrawn, but I mean it's only for speed. I kind of like Asajj. What were the other choices? Asajj.
Spirit and Padme. Yeah, Asajj, Spirit, Padme.
See, I don't even.
Thrawn.
I mean, if you have GK done in your GR team, see, he's the first one I would gear 13 on the Padme team. If you've got him done, then yeah, maybe do Padme. You still need Anakin, and I would do Ahsoka too. Those four, I think, would be fine.
Yeah, like see, so it sounds like you're still working on like dark grab encounters. It sounds like to me. So if like I was to go down that rabbit hole, I would pick Thrawn just because he's complementary anywhere, and then Padme's more niche for that Padme team, right? So then, like Ranger said, go for Padme, go for Anakin, go for Kenobi. You know, round that team up, and then go over to your Nine Sisters.
Oh, Spirit gets extremely more OP when
Oh
she
yeah,
goes.
health,
Yeah.
speed, everything. Yeah, she benefits from
She
it a
starts
lot.
one-shotting dudes when she
She hits hard.
So
That's another
GK's
thing,
done.
too, like finish what you started, right? Like
So GK's done.
that.
GK's done.
Padme.
Scorp saying
I'd say
GK is
Padme
done.
then. Yeah, I'd say Padme then.
Yeah, Padme.
And then Anakin, then Thrawn.
Ooh. So Ouchie's asking a question now. So
What's
I'm
that?
just seeing the ones at the bottom. And she's asking, question, would Gear 13 Daka lead Night Sisters be good on defense? So I'm thinking that's a GAC question there, isn't it?
Hell yeah, it's making her annoying. She's stacking that health up, and then zombies double proc resets every time if they have to go back into the battle.
Mm-hmm.
If they prime that team, they're screwed.
I still always go with the Asajj lead, but Doc with her Zeta on that team gear 13. Oh my god. She gets so much health from gear 13. Plus with the Zeta, she's just every time there's a death, she's getting stacking. She just gets ridiculous. You know, so oof.
I gotta get running forward, you guys.
All right, Zalo. Thanks for hanging out with us, brother.
You guys have a good day.
All right, my friend. Yeah, I'm just thinking. Yeah, I'm glad I did my DACA 13 with the Zeta. All right. If you have any more questions, I just did the event. We sliced. We didn't really get anything, but that's okay. I've got so many mods I need to slice. I might just have to go through and start slicing the mods. All right, we'll give it another minute here or two for questions. If not, we'll end up on time. Hey. Don't do that all the time. Sometimes we have so many questions we don't know what to do with it. There's not a lot going on in the game at the moment. We're doing GOTB and stuff, so yeah. But I'm trying to think of who I'm going to gear 13 next. I'm thinking defensive teams. So maybe I may do Kenobi next for GR.
I don't know if you saw DB Official put out a video of like his recommendation of top 10 tunes to Gear 13.
Mm-hmm.
And one of his, and I hadn't actually thought about this, but his argument makes sense, is R2D2.
Oh, that's one of my ones that I've been recommending.
Is that?
Yes.
So I've been away for too long, haven't I? Yeah, but I must admit, I'm serious. It's like, do I do HK or do I do R2?
I would do R2, man. I mean, yeah. There's no question in my mind that you should do R2D2 for HK. I mean, R2D2 is a pimp at 13.
If I do that, I'm going to have to slap his second Zeta on. I'm kind of making a...
Yeah, I know. That's one thing
So
I'm at that point with Zetas where I'm going to finish up, like, the Separatists but then once that's done, I'm going back in and putting on some of those others. There's like CLS lead and R2, his other one, things of that nature. I was going to do it before then, but then, you know, I was like, no, you got to finish Separatists. I'm like, God damn it. Damn it.
Yeah.
Because I got 2 on Geo Brood Alpha. I've got the one on Grievous. I've got the one on B2. I've got the one on B1. I'm like, I'm going to do Newt and Dooku next. You know, so... like,
See, I am loving the Newt. I've done Newt on both accounts now. I really, really am loving that. That's just fun.
Yeah.
And I'm all for tunes that make the game fun. And Newt he's one of those now. Well done, CG. That's one I applaud you.
Yeah, it's probably the one I'm going to be doing next. But you know, for HK, you don't need him for arena he doesn't make that big a difference at his level. I mean, he hits harder, but it's still, he's going to hit hard no matter what. My Gear 12 still one-shots people. So I'm like, I could do HK, but if I had to pick between R2 and HK, I might go R2. It's like, you know, I'm definitely not doing Sith Trooper. I can say that right now. I'm working on Marauder. That bitch is going to Gear 13 and on the team.
Oh god!
Because I want to take Trooper off that team and use him on my Triumphant because I think he works better there, right? Because he gets the benefit of Treya, and
he gets the healing and everything.
Yeah, he gets the healing. He gets all that stuff. Because that'll be a badass team. Again. So I'm farming the crap out of Marauder. Where is my? Now, I know I just got him to 6 stars. I'm using a refresh every day on him. I'm averaging 10 to 15 shards a day on him, so he's going by pretty fast. Where's my Marauder? Yeah, so he's 12 out of 100.
He's pretty quick to get to Gear 12 as well.
Yeah, I haven't geared him yet. I haven't really done much with him. I'm waiting to get him to 7 stars, and then I'm gonna because again, a lot of my gear and stuff is going towards Separatists and Geos and you know everything like that. It's just, but yeah, I'm definitely, yeah. You can say I've just got crap mods on him. I'm going to go full offense mods with crit chance on him when all said and done. So with speed. So, but I got to get him. I got to get him to 7 stars.
I'm kind of curious as to what Sith Apprentice or Sith Assassin looks like at Gear 13.
I don't think it'll be anything special. I mean, I kind of looked at that too. I was like,
with that protection ignoring damage.
Yeah, I mean, but she just does, even with all her stat boots and stuff, she just doesn't hit hard.
Nah. Yeah, she's there
to speed up the team. She can put shock out, but you know, she's just there to keep the team going. Her damage is meh. Even even in Gear 13, I was looking at it, like it'll be better without any doubt, but it's still, you know, against other Gear 13s, you know, with all their upgrades like a boss that's Gear 13 or a Kenobi that's 13 or a Malik that's 13. She's just like poke. Poke.
Thank you, Rooster. Rooster said, "We've missed you, Mike."
Oh, well, that's very nice.
Oh, it's nice to be back. I mean, yeah, it was. My dad had us worried for a week. He was looking to be discharged Wednesday week ago, and then he had caught an infection, and everything went scary. You know, he was taken from ward back down to ICU, and and it scared him, which didn't help his recovery. So no, I'm so happy he's back home now.
Like, oi.
And oi.
All right. Ouchie Girl has a question. Says, can you guys go over the whole TB tactic for sub 200 million GP guilds where they get a zone just under 1 and then star it further when the phase transitions and tunes refresh?
Yorkie's guild did that.
Explain it.
Clever move. So basically, you just ramp up, but do not put a star on one of the zones, and then allow the clock to turn and go into the next zone, but then you can elect to go back to that one, and of course you'll get the star much easier.
Why is that?
Because say
because it resets.
So if you had
Oh.
a 1 star was at 100 million, say,
Uh-huh.
and you get to 95 million and then stop, then when you go into the next zone, you can return to the previous one.
You mean phase, right? You're talking about phase, right?
Sorry, yeah. So you go from phase 1 to phase 2, for example. If you didn't have a star on one of the zones in phase 1, but you were close, you can then hit it and get that star.
Oh, well,
It's interesting.
It works obviously for the lower GP guilds that are taking on. I mean, Yorkie's guild's 172 million GP, and I think we're getting like 14 or 15 stars. But they employed that tactic last TB.
Oh, that's pretty smart.
Yeah, it is. It's
I didn't know that.
very useful for
I mean, I know we don't. I know. Yeah, I would never have known about that because I mean we're just pushing for like 29. So I mean, and we don't use tactics.
Nick Merckx pointed something out as well that P4 is darn near impossible.
Oh, P4 sucks a nut, man. Good lord.
So if you just return, if you get the phase 3 close but no cigar, and then just return to it and party on down.
Huh. It's an interesting tactic.
Yeah, Nev's guild does it as well, he's saying. They're at 147. We implemented that tactic between phase 3 and 4. Yeah, I think that's where Yorkie's guild, AA Stars, did.
Like, oi! Huh, very nice. Alright, last question from Danilo Papayas. Question: just rolled 3 times to get defense of 35. Is that a keeper? Yeah, anytime you get a mod that's going to hit multiple, like 4 or 5 times, it's a keeper. Whether it's offense, defense, tenacity, especially if it's percentage. Those are really nice.
Sun Fact leaps to mind immediately, obviously, with GOTB going, or your Sith Trooper.
Yeah,
or basically any tank that you don't really want, the speed is non-essential.
Yeah.
Give it to
non-desired,
because all that defense will get transmitted
to the brute. Yeah.
Mm.
You got to remember that, for whatever you put on your Geo Brute Alpha is going to your Brute, and that makes a big difference with health and protection. So that's why when we say lots of health and protection on those turrets, we mean a lot of health and protection because you want your Brute to be just as tanky as your Brute Alpha. Same thing with Sunfac. Lots of health and protection, tenacity, tanky kind of mods. So yeah, there you go. All right, very nice. All right, so I think that's the last question. So with that, we're going to end the stream. So thank you guys for being with us today. We got 58 watching and 26 thumbs up. Can we get some more thumbs up love before we sign out? That'd be very much appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't.
That would be awesome.
If we can get to 50, that'd be great. But also, if you could spread the word, we got our big stream tonight, the longest running live stream in the Star Wars Galaxy Hero community tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, where we break down the latest news and notes of Galaxy Heroes and give you a little bit of insight about what it all means. So yeah, if you can, please spread the word about that stream tonight, and we very much appreciate it. So with that, we're going to sign off. Maybe please check out our Patreon. Please check out Twitch. Make sure you resub on Twitch. Follow us on Twitch. And with that, we're going to call this one done. So on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on your hump day. Very much appreciated. We love you guys. You guys are the best. And we will holler at you guys later. Peace out.